Really? Good morning guys, and welcome to this edition of Hikelopedia. Today I, believe it or not, am in Taichung, but it's not Taichung as most people know it. It's Taichung County as it used to be known. I think it's all merged into one nowadays. And I'm in Guguan, which is a famous hot spring area. Because today I'm coming to try a new challenge, or the start of a new challenge. There's a set of mountains in Guguan called the Seven Heroes of Guguan, or Guguan七雄, or something like that. And today I'm here to try number 4, which is called Dongmao Shan, or Mount Dongmao. Yeah, and why did I choose this? Because it's quite high, so it's going to be cool. And I just started, and the temperature is a lovely, even a little bit chilly, 20 degrees. But I'm sure that will change as we get farther into the trail. So, let's go. Really? Now my regular viewers may be wondering, why is Richard eating this healthy looking home cooked meal? Well, let me tell you my friends, I am on a diet. All this eating of wagwei, zongzi and niuro mian, all this eating has consequences, and anybody who saw last week's video will probably have seen the result of all my eating. Now I have this limit for my weight, that whenever I cross it, I need to take action. and I crossed the limit last week, so starting this week I'm on a diet. Yes, and it's one of those crazy fad diets. It's called the slow carb diet, and basically no rice, no noodles, no bread, no white starchy foods at all. All that I can eat on this diet, it's pretty boring, is meat, fish, lots of different kinds of vegetables, but certain vegetables only, kimchi, and then the main component of it is beans and legumes. So I can eat as many beans as I like, black-eyed peas, borlati beans, black beans, you name it, whatever kind of beans, I'm eating them. In fact, I'm eating so many beans, I feel like the poor man's Beau Miles. Now, if you don't know who Beau Miles is, I'll put a link to his YouTube channel down below and you should check it out. Although he doesn't really need the subscribers like I do. Yeah, he's the kind of YouTuber that I aspire to be, although I'll probably never be as good as him. There are a hell of a lot of switchbacks on this trail. Ooh. Now that is a stunning view. So beautiful. I just had to pick him up. Got up here in time to catch some of the views, although the cloud's coming over now. You can see there's Baigu Dashan, which is one of the Baiyue over there, and there's a few other peaks on the other side, but they're all covered in cloud now. If you want to get a good view in Taiwan, you got to get up here early. I heard this trail was going to be busy, but on the way up I only saw 3 people, but on the way down I've seen about 50 probably, so I guess I must have started earlier than people usually do, although I thought I started pretty late. I started at 7. So I guess we need to talk about my thumbnail. Well, if you've never been to Taiwan or you don't know a lot about Taiwan, then you might be surprised to know that Taiwan does indeed have its own indigenous species of bear. It's known as the Taiwan Heishong, or Formosan black bear, and it's famous because it's got like a white V across the chest, and I think an adult is about the size, a fully grown bear is about the size of a small adult, but don't quote me on that. Anyway, sorry to disappoint you, but I've never actually seen a Formosan black bear. That's because they are extremely rare, and they only live in very small pockets in the central mountain range, basically where there's no people, because back in the old days they were hunted, and so there's not so many of them left these days. And they're protected as well. I have in the past actually seen some claw marks and some poop on a trail that I did way up in the mountains, but that was only because the guide that we had at the time pointed it out to me. Yeah, but as far as the thumbnail goes, it's the first time I've ever seen a sign warning people about the possibilities of bears on a trail. Now, I know that's a bit clickbaity, right? I don't really do clickbait very often, you know, unlike some other Taiwanese YouTubers who put leaving Taiwan whenever they're just going on holiday. Forgive me for this clickbait crime. Anyway, hopefully one day we will see a Taiwan black bear and maybe catch it on camera. That would be cool. Even so, I'm not sure whether the sign on this trail is a serious sign or maybe it's just a gimmick for tourists for Instagram and stuff like that. Well, I guess it worked with me. Okay, now only another 500 meters so back to the car park. Can you see anything on the ground? I'll get closer. It's a small snake. I'm not 100% sure what variety it is, but it looks like it could be a venomous one because it's got a triangular shaped head, but I'll look it up when I get home. But unfortunately, that poor guy looks like he's been run over because he's not moving, and he does move, he's very lethargic and he looks a bit squashed. Poor devil. Thank you. 20几年。哦，哎，准备的负责。去新竹。Alright guys, I don't have any special food to show you today, but I do have a very, very special drink. Check it out. Now this is a famous product or Mingchan of this area, and it is basically a drink made from pine trees. In Chinese it's 五叶松子, which literally translates as 5-leafed pine tree juice. I've had it once before years and years ago, and in fact I was thinking about where I could get some from when I got back to the car, but actually there's a guy selling it right at the end of the trail, so let's give it a go. I remember it being very nice before, but it was a long time ago. The guy said there's a little bit of honey in it, so it's actually breaking my diet, but you know, I'll do that just for you guys. The taste, it's kind of like one of those healthy green smoothies you get with the grass, wheat grass, is it? I think, or wheat germ. But actually, it's not bad. And after that trek, anything cold and wet is good. Alright guys, that is it for today. Did a total of about 13 kilometers, although my GPS is only reading 12.3 because there's some kind of crazy pause in there. The trail is 6 out and 6 back, and then there's probably about another kilometer back to the car park. So if you add that on, I'd say it's more about 14 kilometers. Now the trail itself, it's not technically difficult. There's 1 or 2 big steps, and then there's some rocky parts at the top, but it's physically demanding, just the sheer length of it, and it's quite steep. I'd say it's kind of like a medium trail, and it's well marked. I don't think you could get lost on this one. And the other good thing about it is that it's just off the main road that goes to Guguan, so you can definitely catch public transport to this trail. Alright, so that is it for today's video. If you liked it, then don't forget to give me a like, and you can subscribe to the channel, and if you're really keen, then you can catch my adventures every week with a reminder by hitting the bell. Thanks to everybody who got me a coffee this week. Really appreciate your support. There's 2 ways now to support the channel. You can click on the thanks button down below the video, or you can go to my Buy Me a Coffee webpage and look at the goodies on offer there. We got stickers, digital downloads, and of course the permanent offer of 3 or more coffees for a free Hikelopedia embroidered patch. So go check it out. Got a long drive back to Hsinchu now. So in the meantime, guys, take it easy, and I'll see you next week. Over now.